Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
He lets it fly from Lockett. And this is caught. Touchdown. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Williams to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Conner. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They're going for it. It's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like that.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. He's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Williams. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Now he'll escape to his right. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Murray going to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Murray now. Trying to improvise. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 27, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap, his second sack of the night. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, how about that? I'm a little bit incredulous there. 4th and very long, and they decide to go for it, and what a play to pick it up.
And what does that do to the defense now?
Somewhat demoralizing, I would say, but they don't have time to hang their heads.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Wilson now off the boot. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Flushed out right. It's caught. Block it.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, it's Carson. Breaks a tackle, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now Murray's got to have this one. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 28 yards on that one. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
57. Mike, 57.
Now Murray.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Murray to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This to make it a two-score game. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.